Welcome back to another Wealth Code video, guys. Like, subscribe and comment if you want to see more of our great videos. Meet Sarah, a brilliant engineer from Silicon Valley, whose story began on a sunny day in 2012. With a perfect GPA from Stanford and a prestigious internship at a tech giant, Sarah seemed primed for success. Yet ironically, despite her intelligence, Sarah found herself struggling to make ends meet. By 2018, she earned a six-figure salary, yet her savings account remained embarrassingly low. Financial security was a distant dream, despite her high potential. Friends and family admired her career trajectory, mistaking achievement in a job for success in life. How could someone so smart and driven be broke? Statistics reveal that nearly two-thirds of six-figure earners live paycheck to paycheck. Like Sarah, many affluent professionals, often perceived as wealthy, fail to build real wealth. Why? It's a complex mix of poor financial habits and outdated mindsets. Living above their means, Sarah indulged in luxury living and an overpriced car. Compounding the issue, she avoided financial education, believing her intellect alone was sufficient. So, what unseen forces conspired to keep this seemingly thriving woman from making lasting financial gains? The answer lies in the choices she made. Choices learned and unlearned in the crucible of everyday life. The allure of a high-paying job often masks the subtle financial traps that ensnare the ambitious. For Sarah, her dazzling lifestyle became a double-edged sword. After graduating in 2012, she moved into a swanky downtown apartment, spending nearly 50% of her income on rent alone. Friends warned her about falling into the lifestyle inflation trap, but the temptation was insurmountable. Dinners at exclusive restaurants, spontaneous vacations to exotic locales, and designer clothes became daily rituals, not luxuries. By 2019, Sarah's credit card debt had soared to over $20,000, making financial breathing room scarce. Each swipe of her card brought short-term happiness that dimmed just as quickly upon the monthly bill's arrival. As long as I seem successful, I'll be special, she thought. Yet, beneath the sheen of success lay an inescapable anxiety that haunted her every day. Financial stress piled on top of her professional obligations soon turned into a raging internal conflict. Multiple times, she resolved to cut costs and save more, but with each resolution came yet another enticing offer that made her pause. This cycle continued, eroding her peace of mind and self-worth, leading to late nights, skipped workouts, and deteriorating relationships. Sarah's formidable academic skills were never matched by financial literacy. This crucial lack of understanding sowed confusion. Despite her intellect, money management felt intimidating. Terms like stocks, bonds, and investing loomed like forbidding mountains. Despite attending informative workshops at work, her eyes glazed over at the mention of compound interest or portfolio diversification. Why not leave it to the experts, she thought, relying on her employer's 401k options without understanding their full potential. When Sarah learned that only 25% of Americans understand basic financial concepts, she felt a sense of validation for her own apathy. Ignorance became a shield against confronting her precarious financial situation. In 2020, the pandemic struck, exposing the fragility of her financial approach. Job insecurity loomed heavily, forcing her to confront her reality. Faced with decreased hours and economic uncertainty, she felt an urgent need to change, yet remained paralyzed by fear. Every wave of anxiety further distanced her from taking action. The irony was palpable. A smart woman who navigated complex engineering problems, yet fumbled her way through life's most vital battle, financial stability. That fateful afternoon in April 2021 altered the course of Sarah's journey. While browsing social media, she stumbled upon a viral ad for a financial workshop called Wealth Code, promising to unlock financial literacy for professionals like herself. At first, disbelief clouded her thoughts. Could something so simple change her life? Intrigued and desperate, she signed up with a mixture of skepticism and hope. Attending that workshop turned out to be the turning point she desperately needed. Led by a charismatic financial coach, the event featured real stories of individuals who were once in her shoes but broke through to achieve financial success. By the time the workshop concluded, Sarah was left with actionable steps, including budgeting techniques and investment fundamentals. Yet, the real lesson lay deeper. The coach made it clear, knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is transformative. Rediscovering the instinct to learn, she began consuming everything she could about money management. Each book devoured and every podcast listened sparked a shift within her. That moment ignited not just hope, but a burning desire to change her narrative. Armed with newfound skills, Sarah dove into changing her financial habits. The journey wasn't easy. It required dedication and often uncomfortable adjustments. As she meticulously documented her income and expenses, an alarming trend unfolded. Each month, she consistently overspent on dining out and shopping. It wasn't the lifestyle she wanted, but a facade masking her realities. Courting discomfort became her new norm. During this time, she fell in love with budgeting, but the real challenge resided beyond spreadsheets and calculations. Her impulsive thirst for experiences and luxury craved immediate fulfillment, fueled by years of built-up habits. Back in 2021, she set a goal to cut her expenses by 25% over the next 12 months. How could she endure the pressure of FOMO while enduring the financial fast? Old friends frequently invited her to lavish gatherings, the very ones she would have never missed before. Yet, she resisted, proving to herself that freedom lay not in lavish experiences, but in building a sustainable foundation for her future. Celebrating small victories, saving countless dollars while sticking to her meal prep, fortified her resolve, reminding her that discipline tasted sweeter than indulgence. With newfound discipline came a pivotal realization: saving alone wasn't enough. In September 2021, Sarah started exploring investments, turning her gaze beyond savings accounts that offered measly interest rates. The adage she'd once dismissed whispered truths she couldn't ignore anymore. Make your money work for you. Empowerment struck as she began revisiting the notion of risk. The risk of inaction loomed larger than the risk of attempting. After considerable research, she decided to dabble in index funds, making her first investment of $1,000. While anxiety buzzed beneath her skin, excitement electrified her thoughts. Each time those stocks ticked upward, her confidence blossomed. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Her first plunge into the market faced challenges when the stock prices dipped unexpectedly. Fear tempted her to back out, yet she reminded herself that investing is a long-term game, not instant gratification. Replaying her journey felt surreal. From sleepless nights of anxiety over debts to the peace that came with proactive financial planning. By the end of 2022, her investment portfolio had soared, marking the dawn of a new chapter in financial resilience. A year later, in December 2022, a moment crystallized everything for Sarah. Standing before a community group, anxious to learn about financial literacy, she told her story as an emotional ambassador for the very struggle she'd once faced. Sharing her narrative, she revealed her past financial pain and the transformative impact of embarking on her educational journey. That very moment illuminated the profound truth: wealth is not defined by income, but by the choices you make. Emotions swelled as she connected with her audience, many nodding their heads in recognition of their own battles. Her genuine shift in mentality lit a spark, inspiring them to take ownership of their narratives, emphasizing the power of financial education. Courage replaced fear as she encouraged her listeners to embrace discomfort and challenge their own habits, igniting hope. Everything changed that day for Sarah. Not only did she prove to herself the possibilities that arose when knowledge merged with action, but she also ignited a fire in others. The profound epiphany that resonated with her audience was clear. Smart decisions lie within reach, but action renders knowledge potent. Sarah's story offers invaluable insight. Smart people often stay broke, not due to intelligence, but poor financial habits and ignorance. The lesson? Wealth is built on understanding and consistent action, not just high incomes. Prioritize financial literacy. Don't shy away from confronting your financial challenges head-on. It's essential to invest in your education and prioritize long-term goals over short-term gratifications. Sarah transformed her life through informed decisions and discipline, pivots that are accessible to anyone willing to embark on the journey. Take control of your financial narrative today. Discover the resources available through Wealth Code. Stop living in fear and start building the future you dream of. Your story could well echo Sarah's, of triumph, growth, and reclamation of financial power. Take the first step toward financial literacy and watch as your world transforms before your eyes. Remember, knowledge is empowering, but it's your actions that fuel that power into sustainable wealth. For more videos from Wealth Code, don't forget to like and subscribe.